If the street could speak to us, if the roar of each motor car were sonnets and plays, would they tell us our stories more clearly? Would they outline this city with the roots that we've made day in after day? Would they show us the habits we've broken and changed? Would they show us the land and the sand that we shook, rearranged and transformed? These streets that have only seen storms, do they tremble from rumors passed on by the plains? That streets and other places are in earthquake terrains. Do they shudder at the thought of being torn open by winds? Do they thank the earth for their humble geology, that they would be drowned not by water, but in the din of something shifting, shuddering awake? Streets too loud to ever hear freedom ring. They swing out with the words they have left. Stop, because things can sometimes gain momentum but lose direction. Give way, more credit to the people on whose shoulders you stand on. You are the boulders they carry. Yes, to each his own atlas. But to merge is the hardest. To converge and let go. To understand that though we are each born whole, we still gravitate in pairs. Would the street share this with us if it could? If the scream of construction was a monologue of controversy, would you listen? If the rumble of buses were satires written in smoke and the gleam of leaking oil, would you read them? Could you conceive them? Could you concede to them? That there is still much to be said in the silence of passing. The guarded mobile phones, the glare of iPads, and the bleeding of stereo tones, the hiss and the click, how to stare without looking, the book and the newspaper, the dress and the short skirt, the stories of eye lines and eyeliner. Would the street write us burlesque if we let it? Would we watch a cabaret of concrete invention? If we understood the language of the street, could we ask it where our lions lay? Could we ask it where are the mysterious burial spots of the creature this city has skinned and disguised itself in, as maybe the roars are echoed in the thunder of trains, as taxi cab night owls screech their tires into the night, hushed by the wind and the rains, our only real distinction of weather apart from dark and light. Without seasons, we've reasoned ourselves into the roads, woven our stories deep into the gravel, each footstep traveled a little bit of history sinking into the soil. So if the street could speak to us in its own language, what would it say? Could you listen hard enough to hear its verse?
Thank you, Benjamin Chow. And the judges have scores, including a 9.2, a 9.8, a 9.7, a 9.3, and a 9.6. Okay, and for the final judge, the final call, Mr. Fong Ho Fang, publisher of Ethos Books, has selected Mr. Mark Nair to